there, mates. Mooshi Gamer here, and thank you for checking in to the next episode of ShadowRun Hong Kong Extended Edition. So we just got done fighting the Queen of the Thousand Teeth, and I spent 40 minutes doing that match. I know you guys only saw 20 minutes of it, but I died, and I was like, I can't upload this. So that's what happened. She whooped my butt. Oh, she pulled a freeze on us, and that wasn't even her final form. So we're about to go find out what that is. I really wish I would have grabbed those health packs while they were still over there. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully we won't have to use them, but oh my god. Oh no. I made a mistake. What is this? This is where I die. I just walked right into a guy. Why did I do that? Why would I walk into a portal? There's a list of things you should not do is walk into a god-dang portal. I don't even know what to attack first. Should I attack her or should I attack the ads? Whatever I attack, I need to do it together. So we already know she's not going to be affected by Gobbet's immune, so I'm going to move Gobbet back here. I'm going to Gobbet's immune. Gobbet's poison. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to have Isabel come here. And we can start attacking that one. Ah, come on, Izzy, you can't be doing this to me. At 80%, Isabel. Breaking my bombs. I want to kind of spread us out because I don't want them to be able to attack us like they were doing the last round where they just kept, you know... Oh crap, I forgot about the poison fog when that Gaichu isn't... For some reason it affects Gaichu. Oh, she's a physical fighter. How wonderful. Oh boy, okay. Hang on one sec, let me try something. Let me just take that off. Okay. What happened to it? Did it? Oh, it died. Okay. Cool. Gobbet. Heal herself. At least the epic music continues. The epic music continues. Alright. I know, I can't even reach over there. Ah, oh, come on, Gobbet. Not Gobbet. Oh, the Gaichu. I know that's not Gobbet. I know what you're thinking. I know that that's not Gobbet. Don't touch me. Okay, 66%. I don't like those odds, and I can't make them better. Oh wait, yes I can. Whoops, looking at the wrong spell. Okay. Oh, I gave it to Isabel. Why do I suck? Can anyone explain that to me? That was probably a waste. Goodness gracious. Well, both of my attacks land. Oh no. Okay, let's see what do. Healed by servitors. Okay, so I do need to kill them to stop them from healing her. I'm glad they suck at hitting, never mind. Oh, unplugging it didn't really seem to do anything. But my computer isn't running hot, so I'll let it be for now. I'm gonna let Gaichu go ahead and... Actually, I should do his regenerative move. Alright, because he needs it. And then he screws me over. Okay, come on. One more, Izzy. Oh, okay. I was about to say, that's not one more. Who has a better chance of hitting them? Both of us have an equal chance of hitting them. Didn't you get a friggin' health? Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Oh, come on. You gotta do better than that. I don't think this affects her. And if I do that, it's gonna affect... Gaishu. I don't want to do that right now. I'll come back to it. Hey, Gaishu, close combat defense, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. He needs to heal himself. He has a heal, so let me do that really quick. Ooh, I didn't do much. That was pretty trashy. Okay. I can start taking care of these guys. Ooh. He went bye-bye. Is that the only one? Oh ho ho. It's not your lucky day. 8 damage. Oh my. Oh. Actually just took a beating. Come on. How does this work? Okay, that's how it works. I figured it out. Oh boy. Honestly, Gaichu misses so much. I'm kind of like, is he really a fundamental part of the team? In my brain, I was like, of course he is. That's your friend. Oh boy. Okay, let me go over to the guys that actually can hit him. I was worried I would miss because I complimented myself. Alright. And alright, thank you, Izzy. Does she still have the buff? She does. Why is Isabel's range so bad now? She's usually my best shooter. Not this time, it seems. Oh my, she blocked it? You can do that? I got nothing for that. I didn't know that was possible. Let me... I don't know what this is doing. There you go. I'm trying to help Gaichu, but I don't know. Maybe that didn't... Alright, Gaichu, don't die. Gaichu... Okay, he's not dead. Not yet. Let me move it off of him. Oh, she had a moment of indecision there. The +6. Oh, Gaichu is barely hanging on, guys. Let's do this. Yeah, of course it missed. Gaichu likes to break my balls. Goodness gracious. Okay. Alright, am I still buffed? I am. Good. Alright. I hope Izzy is able to finish her off. Okay. Come on, Isabel, you gotta do better than this. Oh my goodness. Oh, Gobbit can't even hurt her! Ah. Go freaking Gaichu. Jesus. I don't know if those flames are doing anything or what. It's a pretty cool effect though. Let me see. Yes, I got it. As the Yama King's body crumples, a cackling sound fills the air. Once again, her broken body begins to knit itself back together. The flow of black ichor from her many wounds slows to a stop and reverses. The viscous fluid snaking its way back up into the holes and ruptures that it poured from. Projections on top of projections, all aspects of our divine being, shed as easily as a lizard sheds its tail. Her voice is right with mockery. You cannot harm us, me, but you have amused us. Queen Ya halts, her crowned head cocked to one side. Perhaps you are worthy of an audience after all. Perhaps. Her voice trails off and her head tilts upward. From behind you, you can hear the pounding sound of approaching footsteps. Y'all are late, man. Did you just not see this abomination that I'm having to fight here? As he falls into position behind you, Duncan's jaw drops open. Raven Black steps forward, an expression of grim determination on his face. Oh shit, she's real. He does his best to stand his ground as Quinn Yao turns to face him. His voice is full of awe and terror. I did this. I brought this creature here. He speaks in the grim tone of a man on his way to the gallows. His complexion has gone gray as ash. My fault. My responsibility. The Queen with 1,000 teeth castles with glee. It has returned to us. The Eternal Builder. The architect of my ascendancy. Ascendancy. The creature leans in toward Raymond, its spidery fingers weaving hypnotically. The thing's robes billow like the bell of a jellyfish, pulsing organically with the rhythm of a heartbeat. You will have a special place in our court, Builder. You will stand by our side, exalted for all time, a living token of our unending rule, and an undying symbol of the folly of man. I have been a fool, yes. His hands clench into fists so tight that his knuckles go white. The skin on his face is flushed with the effort of fighting through the stammer jumbling his words. A great fool, but I will not be your slave. I will stop you. The Queen of 1,000 Teeth leans forward, her movements full of alien grace. The gaping crescent of her mouth parts into a ghastly smile, and you can see row upon row of fangs. They run down her throat in overlapping layers, a bustling forest of glistening sharpened enamel. Leave him alone. You were talking to me, remember? I'll kill you before I let you hurt him, monster. I earned an audience with you, Queen. This man did not. I'll go with the second one. She steeples her fingers. Their hardened tips click against one another with a sound like grinding teeth. You are bold, impertinent, and foolish, but bold. You have earned some modicum of respect. Do not push your luck. Watch your tone, or you will watch him die. Kunyao turns her full attention back to you, and the smile widens. You can feel it deep in your gut. It turns into you like a lamprey, leaves you feeling empty and cold. In truth, you amuse us. Your persistence in the face of the inevitable is a pleasure to behold. So, we have decided to grant you a rare honor. We offer you a deal. You're trying to buy yourself time, aren't you? Keep me talking so I won't hurt you anymore. I don't want to deal with you, parasite. I want to destroy you. Go on, then. I'm listening. Our terms are simple. We want you to leave. Leave the chateau here to their fates. Forget about them. Acknowledge that they are ours, and then think on them no more. He gestures toward the door that you came in. Leave the walled city now, and do not return, except that it is our domain, now and forevermore. In exchange, we will grant you 14 years of good fortune, your every wish fulfilled, your every desire granted, a charmed life, from the moment you leave to the day that our deal elapses. You can do this? The Yamakin cackles. With a wave of our hand. We have swum the waters of fortune since the beginning of time. It is a trivial matter for us to divert them. So, will you accept our offer? Will you take the deal? Yes, in exchange for 14 years of good luck, I'll leave the walled city to you. Price is too high. I won't let you have this place. No, but I have a counter proposal for you. Not yet. I have questions for you first. I don't want to give her the walled city. Like, honestly, she's already dragged it down into ruin. But I do want to know what this counter proposal is. This interests me. Let's find out. Isabel eyebrow furrowed. She looks surprised and uneasy. Her grip on her mini monitor tightens. Quinn Ya leans in towards you, her face folding open into a hideous smile. A counter proposal. Say, how amusing. Out with it, then, meet. Tell us what you would have of us. You're going to return to the place that you came from, and you're going to close the door behind you. I like that. Let's do that. She cackles, a long malicious laugh. And tell us, slave thing, why would we do such a thing? What do you have to offer? If you do it, I'll feed you. I'll bring you fresh slaves, fresh meat, as often as you want. Well, I won't kill you, for one. That's not like a fair enough offer to you. How about money? I can hook you up. Your life. I know how to tear open a tunnel that connects our two worlds. I go with that. There is a long pause. A low growl emanates from the Yamakeen's throat. You would destroy yourself, meat, condemn every living soul in this city to torment unending. Seattle? The queen with 1,000 teeth tilts her eyeless head, glowering at you. Her voice goes slow and dangerous. The ultimatum is meaningless. Opening the tunnel would not destroy us. It would even hurt us. You will take our offer. You will die. There is no other choice. I know that opening the tunnel wouldn't hurt you, queen, but I know that it would let the other Yamakings through. Oh, is that what I said? I thought I was saying that we would close it. But I want to keep bluffing with this. I want to see where it goes. The Yamaking doesn't respond, not audibly, but the miasma that fills the air seems to thicken. It grabs you by the guts and twists. Isabel grinds her teeth. It's got her, too. Her eyes flash daggers at you. Why the hell would we want to do that? Because she's keeping them out. She wants to walk city for herself. She isn't lying. We can't kill her, but I'm betting the other Yamakings can. And we will have it. Queen Ya's voice raises to a shivering roar. This place is ours. Leave now or be destroyed. If it were that easy, you'd have done it already. Queen Ya stands statue still, looming over you like a colossus. Saliva drools down from the ridges and the folds of her body. The waves of hate rolling off her are almost palpable. I've heard what you Yamakings do to one another when you're angry. The story of the Nameless King, I'm betting that there's some truth to it. I already given you my ultimatum, Queen. Leave now or open the tunnel. A low rumbling sound emanates from Queen Ya's chest. Her melodious voice goes sour. You would be condemning yourself to an eternity of torment. My brethren would not permit you to leave this place alive. You're gonna show me anyway, right? So what do I have to lose? She's right. From our perspective, there isn't much difference between seeing one demon god ruling the Wall City and 100. The place is doomed either way. I believe that I have made a decision. If he doesn't go through with this, I will. There's still in his voice, the kind that you haven't heard since the old days, before prison, before you left home. Go back where you came from, creature. Do this, or I will open choke on the machine, and you can die with us. There was a long pause. Queen Ya cocks her head, coldly evaluating you. A low rumble escapes from her throat. What about court? The slave things that have already been taken into our service. We must be allowed to keep them if we are to retreat into the tunnel. They must come as well. Crazy that we fought getting here? Deal. Take them and go. No, no way. You were drawn from their minds to leave them in peace. Oh, what do I want to do here? Oh, this is hard. This bluff is going better than I thought, but I don't know, man. I don't want her to take them, but I don't think we can help them. They're insane. They are literally insane at this point. I don't know. Like I saved them and they still were attacking, and I don't know, because there's always a possibility that once she withdraws from their minds that they would, not be crazy. But there's also the possibility that that's not going to do anything, that they're just too far gone. And I also feel like if I told her not to take them, I've already pushed my luck with this bluff so far, and that just feels like it would be pushing it even more. Oh boy. Okay, alright. I know I'm gonna get some bad reactions to this, but I think it's for the best. We will decide when the deal is done. You will not dictate terms to us. The queen with 1,000 teeth clasps hands and slowly rubs them together, as if in anticipation of a meal. Saliva runs down her body in rivulets, spattering to the ground and pooling there. With a stuttering, jerky motion, she sits positioned to face you. We have one other demand, a small trifle. Grant us what we ask, and we will depart peacefully, never to return. Refuse us, and there will be blood. Tell me what you want. She points at Raven with an enamel-jacketed finger. Him, the builder of the tunnel, the man who brought us here. We will take him with us as well, a memento of our journey and a feast for the long trip home. One that we will savor for all time. That's a no. That's no way. We can and we will. You will surrender him to us, or there will be no agreement. There will be no peace. Raven straightens, looks the Yamakin in the face. I will go with you, if that is what it will take. You don't have to do this, Raven. No, I'm not letting you do this. We'll fight her if we have to. If you were looking for repentance, I think that you just earned it. I just can't. No. You already tried that. Where did it get you? You have a trump card. You can fix my mistake. This is my small contribution. Mooshi, thank you for coming to Hong Kong. Thank you for coming to Hong Kong, for helping me see this through. You have always been... Oh, I just have it mixed up. Sorry. Mooshi, thank you for coming to Hong Kong, for helping me to see this through. You have always been like a daughter to me, regardless of our difficulties. He looks you in the eye. You can see the tears welling there. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry. You don't have anything to be sorry. You don't have anything to be sorry about. Not anymore. Oh, come on. The queen with 1,000 teeth clasps 2 sets of hands to her breast and spreads the third. When she speaks, her musical voice has turned ugly. The terms of your deal are accepted. Meet. We will withdraw to the tunnel with our servants. Queen Ya's body seemed to collapse in on itself. She crumples, lifeless, to the floor, a discarded vessel of meat and bone. A stab of pain lances your eyes, blacking out your vision. Your eyesight returns, Raven Black, your foster father, gone.
Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets?
That sucks, man.
The past is just a story. And if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. My past is a terrible story. I didn't expect it to end with redemption. Sometimes the debts of the past can't be repaid. But we do what we can. I have done what I can to right my wrongs. And I accept the consequences.
Man, that sucks. You depart from the prosperity chamber and are instantly caught up in a wave of refugees fleeing for their lives. Struggling through the panic wave of humanity, you're able to retrace your steps and eventually reach Huey. Although the typhoon is past, the scene is wet and chaotic. The newly homeless crowd, the streets, dazedly wandering, searching for missing loved ones and nursing injuries. Relief workers are already on the scene, providing blankets and medical aid. Rescue personnel carry the stunned and wounded to safety. The entire area has been cordoned off by the HKPF, while knight errant officers and the military peacekeeping force attempt to maintain order. Dang, that sucks. That really does suck. Oh hey, it's the nightclub. You emerge from the Kowloon walled city to bustling clusters of activity, refugees huddling together, staring back at their lost homes, Government troops deploying from armored personnel carriers, news vans setting up the remote camera feeds while reporters scramble to find the right angle for their broadcast. The air is electric with the threat of potential violence as panicked peacekeepers eye the growing crowd of evacuating poor. Gabbitt's eyes dart furtively as she turtles her head between her shoulders. This place is hot. The cops are swarming the place and that APB is still out on us. Just take it easy. Try and blend into the crowd. I want to have a look around. Let's head to the boat, sneaky like. Sounds good. It's gonna take a year's worth of showers to wash that experience off of me. Isabel lifted her nose toward a reporter interviewing someone from inside the walled city. Looks like we get to see a man on the street in the view on our way. The press already have their hooks and so on, hoping for a soundbite. The reporter wears a look of earnest concern like a coat with cheap deodorant. And that is when you started running. Yeah, it was bad in there. Shooting, screaming. I was terrified. And what caused this, sir? Why are people flooding out of the walled city injured and disoriented? The man stares at the scene around him, bewildered. It's like everyone is saying some sort of chemical leak, a drug lab exploded or something, caused mass hallucination. The reporter turns to the camera and pretends to check his notes. There you have it, Sonny. Our third report of mass hallucinations and violence caused by an explosion in an illegal drug lab. Our reports remain sketchy. It appears that street crime is again on the rise. He half turns and sweeps his arm over the scene. As you can see, it's still turmoil and confusion here as police and executive council peacekeepers respond to the emergency situation, attempting to maintain order. But in all this chaos and amazing poverty that is Kowloon Walled City, you may never know what's really happening there. Back to you in the studio, Sonny. The light on the news camera goes off and the reporter drops his facade. He ignores the bedraggled man beside him and begins packing up his equipment. After a moment, he sees you looking at him and turns to you with a scowl. What are you looking at? You know that guy was regurgitating a line of corporate bullshit, don't you? Mass hallucination, you believe that story? He laughs sardonically and continues packing. Everyone's regurgitating a line of corp crap, pal. They may not know it, but they are. Everything you see, everything you've been taught, every official you elect, all bought and paid for by the people pulling the strings. Yeah, well, no one's telling me what to think. No eye contact. He remains bent over his equipment case. Of course not, pal. You're different. The reporter finishes packing and stands up straight, brushing the wet grit off the street off his hands. And as he does so, his eyes narrow. His gaze moves over your crew, flicking from face to face before eventually landing on you. It's like you just came from inside, so tell me, what did you really see in there? A mess that Josephine Sage never cleaned up. A demon goddess named Kunya. She says hi, by the way. There is also corporate greed on little people, a machine that creates luck, the bad kind. I'll go with it first. He chuckles. Why am I not surprised? No one even remembers that she built this hole in the first place. Not that it would matter. Joe Sang holds this town by the balls. It wouldn't surprise me if she was running some kind of test in the Walled City. It's like the little petri dish. He snorts. Wouldn't surprise me if the whole thing blew up in her face because of low safety standards, either. They test food additives, body modification, pharmaceuticals, whatever some junior executive can dream up. Nothing surprises me anymore. Listen, Barty, what about the truth? We can change that. The truth isn't my business. Ad revenue is my business. Do you have any idea how much competition there is for eyeballs these days? News is nothing more than content. Just like the new Miami Canyon Flesh BTL, Urban Brawl broadcast, or Maria Mercurio Simpsons experience. Everyone on this island knows that my news service is just a mouthpiece for the executive council. Hell, if you look close enough, you'll probably find that it's owned by a member of the executive council. People buy what we feed them because the world is changing, and it's scary. They feel small. They need scapegoats to blame and authority figures to tell them what to think. My news network gives them that. He points at the treads mounted on the side of the news van. And there's a prime example of an authority figure. Joe Sang, rising star of the executive council. Just look at her spinning this to her own ends, talking about the humanitarian relief effort. She's mounting, you know? Your calm clips his kind of chain. Go ahead and take your calm. I'm going to go before this thing turns into some kind of riot. It usually does. This is a mess. You're not going to believe it. I just knew. Hello, Auntie. Don't hello, Auntie me. I lost contact with the soldiers I sent to the Walled City with you, and now these same assholes and government troops are all over the place. Get over here and tell me what the hell happened. I'll come out already. What about the cops? There's still an APB out on us right away. No response signs already dead. Isabel touched her arm, her eyelids at half mast. I want to sleep for about a year. I'm headed to the Kraken, Mooshi. I could use some sack time too. I'll see you there. You better go talk to Auntie, Seattle. Okay, so I'm gonna go do this right away. I know we're like way over time, but the last time I took my time about talking to Auntie Chang, she got really pissy with us. With me, in fact, and it like ruined the quest that I was supposed to do with her. Let me just go talk to her and then ride her to that. We can end it. Oh boy. She sounds like she's really pissed off. The commotion on the streets of Huey bleeds from the county chains mahjong parlor. Triad soldiers bustle to keep up with their boss's orders. Couriers coming in regularly, whispering to her lieutenant before listening intently and running off again. Where is she at anyway? I don't even see her. Am I missing something? Oh, there's Kylie Chang. She doesn't usually stand right there. As you enter, Kylie Chang is giving instructions to Strangle Val, who nods enthusiastically. She looks over at you and holds up a hand. Wait. And send Wong and Ho to snatch some of those medical supplies off the release truck. Without the excitement, nobody's watching them at all. She nods to herself, grimacing in satisfaction. There'll be a bit black market for them over the next few weeks. Good thinking, Miss Chang. Val lifts a finger to his ear to transmit the orders. When he sees you waiting, he inclines his head a quarter of an inch. MS, I figured you were dead. Last I heard, my soldiers had found you and everyone was heading into the walled city, then things got out of control. She takes a pull on her thin black cigar. Where are my people? What the hell happened? They're dead. You're really selling medical supplies, Auntie? Not sure. We got separated in the walled city, found out later they were killed. Her eyes are hard little black buttons. Is that how you treat my resources? They just said my apologies, Miss Shane. They died for a good cause. Looks like business is up these days. Still make up for their loss. Soldiers die. That's what they're for. I don't really want to. She sounds like she's pissed off. She takes another drag of her cigar, exhale the smoke through her nose. So you do have something to apologize for. That's not what I meant. I'm just trying to be respectful of your loss. She taps her ash on the floor. Well, they knew the risk. They had a shot at moving up, and they missed. Forgetting them. I've got bigger problems, like customers and tenants streaming out of the walled city, screaming for their lives, like the HKPF and those same security shit hills swarming the place. She drops the stuff of her cigar in an ashtray. Now tell me what happened in the walled city, or do I have to get an acetylene torch and ask nicely? All the family members taken care of. A lieutenant tried to move in, the big, bad, terrifying kind of a nut from another dimension. Mary Black accidentally summoned a demon god, we had to put her down. Kylie Chang's eyes get big at that. What kind? Ayama King, Queen Ya, the queen with 1,000 teeth. Never heard of her. She picks up the bottle of foul spirits and studies the label. Her rusty mean voice drops low. But I know the Yama Kings. My grandmother used to try to scare us with stories about them. I guess that she thought she was teaching me something by scaring the shit out of me. She chuckled softly. I remember one Yama specifically. Fu Meng, the serpent of the setting sun. Oh yes, Fu Meng promised wealth and influence for those willing to do what was necessary to take it. Her voice turns wistful. The story of Fu Meng spoke to me. All he asked for in return were 44 hearts pulled from the chest of those closest to you while they were still alive. Hearts from random victims wouldn't do. So those who took Fu Meng's bargain would befriend others before taking their hearts, turning their entire network into a list of victims. Yes, Fu Meng spoke to me, but I didn't listen. Strangler Bao leans in, his finger to his ear. My apologies, Miss Chang. One of the men you sent with the runners into the walled city is still alive. You stumbled into Wong and Ho as they were pulling medical supplies off a lorry. Chang turns to you with the edge of her voice. At least one came back alive. What? I wasn't even there. Ask Duncan what happened. Strangler Bao lowers his head, listen to his earpiece again. Our man says that Wong Lung Fat is dead. He got shot up by the HKPF inside the walled city. Bao lifts his head and makes eye contact with the Triad boss. He's almost salivating with avarice. Our man saw it with his own eyes, Miss Chang. In his own eyes? Is that important? Is that good news? That sounds good. Doesn't make up for our dead soldiers, Auntie? It wipes the slate clean, my darling. Oh yes. You see, Old Long Fat was my superior in the Yellow Lotus. A 438. Kind of chain black button eyes sparkle with satisfaction born of malice. He was also a pig. Tell my friend MS what that means, Mr. Bao. A wolfish smile spreads across her face, and her eyes squeeze into crescents of pleasure. And say it slow so I can savor it. The death of One Long Fat has opened a slot for you to move up, madame. You could be the next 438. Bao smiles. The effect is chilling. The gods help those who seize opportunities. Mr. Bao, put every man we have on this. Spread the word. Connie Chain says all debts to the Yellow Lotus are suspended for citizens of the Walled City until order is restored. And no interest will compound either. Then I have medical supplies too, and there will be no charge for them until the crisis is over. You are a pillar of the community. Things seem to be going your way, Auntie. They do indeed, my sweet. I may not have brought Jason's saying down, but I've got my career going again. She grabs her bottle and screws the cap with her thumb. Your career too, Mr. Bao. You be my new straw sandal. Good partners support one another. Bao lowers his head in respect. You are proving that, Miss Jane. This calls for a drink. This soon-to-be 438 pours 2 shots and the stink of kerosene stabs your nose like switchblade. She hands the glass to Bao, touches it with her own and holds it there. Your loyalty and clear-headedness have proven immensely valuable, Mr. Bao. You are an effective ally, and I wish you great wealth and good fortune. They're down to 5 substances and 1 good. Oh, congratulations, kids. You've had it coming to you. What about my drink? I don't want to beat down the demon. Looks like you two are moving up in the world. Yes, and it appears your fortune changing too, MS. She pours herself another drink and leaves it sitting on the table. Remember, you have a mysterious benefactor, one who lifted the APB on you. Any idea who that might be? I don't have a clue, and I must admit, that bothers me. It must be somebody powerful. I can't imagine it with Josephine's saying. After all, what would her motivation be? It's got to be someone else. Yeah, it's not like I made a lot of friends since we hit town. One of Josephine's enemies on the executive council? I'll tap my network. Find out if I can. Kylie pulls out another thin black cigar. But that's for later. I'm missing an entire piece of your story, my darling. What happened to Prosperity Tower? Did you rescue Raymond Black? Did his mother wipe his memory? We got him. Stopped his mother from wiping his memory. It was a hell of a fight, but we beat saying security got Raven before she could finish. We got to him in time, got what we needed from him. Impressive. You've become quite a Shadowrunner, MS. She lights her cigar. A gleam of hunger in her shiny black eyes. While you're in Prosperity Tower, did you find any incriminating dating on Josephine Sane? Dirt? Something I can use? Sorry, Auntie, Prosperity Tower just too hot. All this bullshit and I don't get anything? She grabs a handful of Mahjong tiles and drops them onto the table one by one. Fine. No sense crying over that. I have business to do. I need to focus on bringing order back into the Walled City and prestige to the Yellow Lotus. That will cement me in my new position. Now before I get back to business, I must know, how did you go from rescuing Raven Black to the Walled City vomiting people? Ray built the machine in the Walled City. It accidentally summoned the big bad thing. That's when everyone ran. Ray made a magical fortune machine, but it suffered from a demon summoning glitch. Your foster father created a magical fortune machine? The triad boss cocks her head, raises her cigar to her lips. Please tell me how control of this device. Please tell me that you brought it to me. Nope, sorry. That's a pity. I'm sure there are plenty of people who could benefit from it. But this business has certainly proved lucrative for me. Connie Chain studies a glowing sip of her black cigar. I'm in prime position to be the next Yellow Lotus 438, and I only lost 4 men. Yeah, Raven didn't make it. He sacrificed himself to stop the demon. We can't all be so lucky. Raymond wasn't. Did he? Maybe that's what he came here to do. She lowers her eyes, and her voice softens. Everyone makes their choices, my sweet, and everyone pays the consequences. Even you someday. You've made quite a splash since arriving in Hong Kong, and as many shadow runs completed in a very short time. The reports from our clients are glowing, mostly. Don't forget that we did in the Walled City. That could have gotten nasty one for us. You can add the closing the door on the demon guys to the list. We've made a difference. I don't know. I should. I'll say it first. It could have been worse, I suppose. For some, for a while. The triad boss leans in, and her voice becomes conspiratorial. Listen to me, my sweet. When I was a girl, there had never been a pandemic like Vita's. But in 2010, it happened. We never seen death like that. A quarter of the world's population disappeared. It was miserable. It pushed us to our limits. But the survivors moved on. And then the spike babies started appearing. And the dwarf babies. And suddenly there were dragons and goblinization and magic. And every time the world changed, we got used to it. So if a demon goddess decided at the Walled City with her new living room and you didn't, whatever you did, what would have happened? She shrugs, sniffs. Perhaps the news would cover it until the next sensation pulled their attention away. But after a while, it would be drowned out by all the other crap competing for our attention. And the demon in Walled City would become the new normal. Well, the new normal is that the Walled City isn't under magical influence anymore. Congratulations! The poor can return to their misery with no interference of magical machines or big bad things because of you. Now let me give you a piece of advice for the future, my sweet. Something Mr. Chang used to tell me. Respect ghosts and gods, but keep away from them. It sounds like you almost lost your ass in Walled City. I think you'd best listen to that. Haha, so there is a Mr. Chang. No more demons from now on, Auntie. I'll keep it in mind. I want to say the first one so bad. Okay. I'll go with the second. Conley smiles mischievously. So wise. She stubs out a cigar, screws the top back on her bottle. Now get some sleep, MS. You look like shit. Tomorrow we'll talk about the future. Maybe next time you can say I look like I used some sleep. Bed sounds good. Last time you told me I got to bed, I woke up a Shadowrunner. What happens when I wake up tomorrow? I want to say this one. We get to work, my darling. You heard Mr. Bao. She dips her finger into her empty glass, finds to lash off the liquor and bring it to her mouth. The gods help those who seize opportunities. Kindly change turns away, dismissing you in a wave. Bao, what's the status on those medical supplies? Alright, and our next objective is to go to bed. And I'm going to end it here and then come back in the next video. And maybe next video will be the last video. I don't know. You know Shadowrun loves to throw corners and screws and all that jazz. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, comment, subscribe, and like below. Please support me on Patreon. That would mean a lot to me. And Mooshi Gamer signing out.